So you're learning to play support.
Yeah, when I started, I liked pushing heroes, and I still really
Right.
do. And I guess since I suck at video games, I, for some reason, thought carry would be the better idea. So I would
Yeah.
try and play like carry pushers and focus on pushing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't having the best of time. And then I watched Sir Action Slack's video.
Okay. Which one?
Both his techies and how to get out of the trench. And I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that.
I wasn't like, yes, I'm in the trench and I need this.
Yeah.
But I saw that I thought his previous videos were funny, and he was talking about it, and I'm like, that actually does kind of sound good. And I realized that I wasn't playing support
This one?
because yes,
Yeah, yeah. It's hilarious. It is
it's
actually. This is one of the best how to raise your MMR videos out there. I mean, he is a total clown, but if you manage to get the gist of his message, yeah, it's actually very very true.
yeah. So I went from like 1.8K to 2.4K, which is funny because like the whole time I had been watching like purge videos, and
Right.
I think just switching to support, I felt like the team aspects worked out a lot better because everyone always needs a support,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it wasn't like supports aren't worried about being counterpicked as much, I feel like. So, if you wanted to play something and no one ever gets mad at you for like, why'd you pick Wind Ranger? It's like, I don't know. Because I wanted to play Wind Ranger. No one's like, why did you pick CM? Like, Aura?
So if what I hear is that you're concerned about what people are saying to you in the game.
I like
Uh,
having fun.
yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
very utility based person, and the thing is, I've learned to really like supporting because with carrying, I realized I hated waiting like 10, 15 minutes to being relevant. So like I like to play Venge because from
right.
minute 1 she is relevant. You see a
Yep.
Venge in your lane, it's like fuck, she has a hard disable. She's got anti armor. By the time she's level 3, this thing is scary. Like it's almost immediate gratification, and then you kind of get to build something up. And I guess I guess I found it more fun.
Okay. Yeah.
People still bitch about not enough wards. I mean, I've
Yeah.
literally played Treant with Ags, and people have bitched about not enough wards, and I was just like, okay.
See,
But
you're in a was it 2.5?
2.4. I got to
2.4.
2.
So
Yeah, I got to 2.5 for like one glorious second. Then I've just.
you can map hack and give the entire vision of the map, and they will still bitch about not enough vision because it's not vision that is the issue. It's actually the fact that they can't see the mini map, and it's actually a recalling Action Slack's video. He actually said that put one ward,
Mm-hmm.
and if
Yeah.
your carry still gets ganked, then you do not need to buy any wards throughout the game, and that's true. That's how you have to do in the lower brackets, because if your carry can't bloody see the mini map, then what is the point of wasting you in the course of a game you're gonna spend about 1,000 gold on wards,
Yeah.
and if that's a waste of 1,000 gold on a support, that's really precious gold. So if that's a waste of gold, you might as well put it on something else useful.
I've never gotten quite that far as like the first ward thing. I do demote carries as my joke. Like if someone like is doing stupid shit, like I swap them as Venge and then they run back and then have died. I jokingly get on the mic and I'm like, I'm sorry, you have now been demoted from carry. The support will no longer care. Have a nice day. Like you just do your thing. Like
Yeah,
Slack says, get the idiot in the jungle, just let them farm. And
yeah, yeah.
I can kind of do that. I do tend to try and I do like his see who speaks English, that tends to work,
Yeah.
and then I jump on someone, and like this
So
is
which server is this?
I'm US East most of the time.
USC. Okay, so yeah.
And just like blowing off steam. But this one I was like, I'm gonna hard support and I'm gonna do Venge because Venge is like the character I have the most fun with.
Okay, yeah.
And I
Well,
feel
the thing is, obviously you're get you're getting you've made up your mind to get coaching. So, uh, what that says is that you're interested in improving and you're interested in gaining MMR. Basically, your
I'd like to be
skill and
average.
MMR.
I'd like to be average, and I think like 3K is
3K,
like
yeah.
something like that. I'm like, I'd like to be not bad at a video game. I'd like to be average, and I accept I'm shit at video games. So
Um,
I want to work up to average. That's my goal.
the thing with video games is you just have to. It's
Beastmaster.
practice, right?
Yeah.
It's putting enough time into it, and anybody. It's not because somebody's better naturally. Yeah. That you might be naturally better, but all that means is that you have to practice less than the other person who has to practice more to get to the same place. Now, uh, the issue is you if you want to play to have fun, that is opposite to gaining skill in MMR because if you're
Anti-mage.
grinding MMR, you're not going to be having fun because one of the best things you can do, especially listening to what you said, one of the best things you can do is actually, as soon as the game starts, mute everybody. But obviously, that's uh, not going to be as fun because it's a social thing, right?
Prepare
It's
for
very much
battle.
a social interaction. You're hanging out with random people around the world, and you're experiencing culture and all that stuff. Even though it's in the video game, it's still like we are social people. We want to interact with people, with
Yeah.
random people.
The problem is I've tried muting everyone before,
Yeah,
but I feel like I play team cheerleader a bit. Like I'm a naturally peppy
It is
person.
yeah.
in the
And
bag.
so when we're kind of feeling like in the mid game and we're down, I'll be like, "Hey, what's wrong? You're not you're sounding horrible, AM. What's wrong? What can I do to make you happy? Like, what do you need?" And they'll say, "I need this." And I'm like, "Okay, I will go ward your jungle." I feel like that is one of the things I actually like. I have horrible mechanics, but I feel like I have a positive attitude that has to help at least a bit. I hope. I really hope.
I hope so too. I don't know. I mean, to be very honest with you, when I have people like that, I just mute them. I
Oh,
actually just mute them.
It's
No
in
offense,
the
but I think that's a
bag.
very, very good thing. But
It is
in my
in
experience,
the bag.
usually those kind of people are being sarcastic, not actually
oh
being
God.
helpful. So,
No, I'm
but
like I'm like straight pep most of the time.
I mean, if people don't start telling you to shut up or something, then it's
That's
obviously
only that's only happened a few times.
it does
Thanks.
happen though.
It
Yeah,
very rare,
I would
but
expect it.
about at the same level as someone starts trying to
30
tell me to
seconds
suck
to
their
battle.
cock, and I'm like, I don't. Okay, there's a mute button. Bing. So
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, if you talk, people are gonna
shit,
yeah,
shit.
because Dota is one of the worst communities. Let's be honest. I mean, I don't know how much you've experienced in the time that you've spent, but it is definitely one of the worst communities. Um,
Yeah. So how's my
the
start build?
if you before we get to the game,
Oh
if
yeah.
you actually just focus on, not instead of, like, I mean, if it works for you, it works for you, and if you have fun, that's fine. But if you kind of just focus on the game and then not anything else, then maybe you won't get people, I would say, harass you too much, if that's the right word. Because if you're just cheering them on, people are like gonna be even more tilted. Maybe, I don't know. I've definitely seen that in my games. People get tilted when you're trying to cheer them up or spam. What do you call it? Relax, man, it's fine, and whatever. And then it's
Oh
just shut
god,
up, dude.
I never spam those. Those are I've learned like people take those as pure sarcasm.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the issue. That's exactly what I mean when you encourage them. They take that as sarcasm as well. In fact,
Huh.
anything you say on in the mic, people take it as negative. That's just
Huh.
how it is. So if maybe in the US it's different, but that's definitely how it is in the EU. Some games occasionally it's not that way. Some games are decent, but most of the time. Anyway, uh, yeah. If you are being tilted, just meet the person.
Oh, I
If
do that.
somebody, okay,
Yeah, I watch Purge's most important tip of this is how you mute someone. And I'm like
yeah,
this that improved my life so much, and that's why I stuck in Dota. I was like, oh, they're some occasional toxic, but I can just mute them. So
yeah. Toxicity. You don't want that. You're
yeah.
playing a game. This is for fun. You
Oh,
don't want toxic people in your games. For your starting items, very nice. You've got plenty of regen. You've got one ward. I expect somebody else. Sorry, that's not your team.
I don't think anyone else got a second one.
Okay, so you could have. Let's go back. So, pardon. You buy the courier. You buy. So right here, are you just going for these items because it's suggested, or uh,
Um, it's I made that suggested build.
okay,
I kind of I
play a lot
found
of
out I
other
need the
stuff?
tangos for
Right,
healing. The
right.
salve I usually end up using on about 3/4 of the time the carry or me.
Yeah.
Clarity gets you out of a lot of bad situations. And I think it used to recommend a gauntlet, but I've been building wand, so I'm like,
Yeah.
well, it's about the same price, so why don't I get a circlet?
So,
And then the ward.
I don't. Okay, so what I'm gonna be focusing on is for your MMR, and I'm gonna try and give you as few points to work on as possible, because too many things. If you start focusing on too many things, then you're not gonna learn. You're not
Uh-huh.
gonna improve. Sorry, you're gonna learn. You're not gonna be able to improve. You're not gonna be able to focus on one or two things. Because what you
Yeah.
want to do is focus on ideally one thing, just one thing, and use that for the next as your focus point for the next 30 games or 40 games,
Mhm.
and then find another thing to focus on. So I'm going to give you small tips here and there, but we're going to find one thing for you to focus on.
Great. I'm really looking forward to seeing where I fuck up the most because
It's
I
not it's not fuck up the most really. It's in 2.5k you in anything lower than I'd say 3k
mm,
uh, or even 3.5k, everybody is has got a lot of issues, like
okay.
the understanding of the game and everything. So how the game works is not how Dota works in a game which is higher skill.
Mm,
It's a completely different game, I want to say, because people are
yeah.
going to be doing uh, kind of things that don't actually make sense,
Mhm.
but that's normal. And you can't just learn from a pro game and start applying that shit, because that's the biggest mistake you will do. That will get you killed. That will actually lose you the game, because that's not how it works in the lower tier. In the lower tier, you have to figure out what works, and you have to make that start doing that and make that work. How I suggest to people, what I suggest to people is that watch somebody else uh, in one of your games. If somebody dominates the game,
Mhm.
go download that replay and watch that game from their perspective. See what they were doing.
Mhm.
Even though they might be doing something that does not make sense at all, they might not even be skilling their ultimate in by level 10 or whatever. But if that works in that tier for them and they dominate it, you do the exact same thing and you get out of that MMR bracket.
Mhm.
It's every 100, 200 points. I would say every 100 points is a different game. Is a different a meta. Every 100 MMR has its own meta shift.
Yeah, I can definitely and agree with that because I've had some friends start up and they're at like 1.6k and I have to change. God, that's frustrating. Like you go
Yeah,
in, you're like, I'm gonna support.
yeah,
Oh God, why did everything catch on
yeah.
fire?
I mean, if you look at 5k plus, the first thing the support is gonna do is they're gonna buy a smoke,
Smoke. Yeah.
a ward, TP here, and then go over here and ward here, or TP here and ward here. But if you do in this skill bracket, that is a complete waste of time, a complete waste of money, because that ward is going to be useless. Nobody's actually going to be able to use that ward for anything,
Yeah.
right? So it's like every few games, see who dominated, see who did really well, and go back and see what they did, and that's going to actually help you a lot in realizing what is actually happening in your games. Because from your own perspective, you're never going to figure out what's actually happening. Like,
Yeah.
what did they do? Did they smoke? Did they gank? When did they gank? Why did they gank? What were they doing? Did they just randomly walk over and accidentally kill me or something like that? So it's things like that you can only figure out. Nobody can tell you that.
Okay.
You can only figure out if you actually go and download the replay and watch it yourself. So that's one thing. The other thing
So
is,
I should start watching more. I should watch my own replays and people in my skill bracket. I can do that.
yeah. If you see a game that somebody, particularly one person, played really well, dominated, or if you see a support who was like he had a blink in,
Killer. Yeah.
he had a blink in like 14, 15 minutes. See what they did. How did they
That
do that? How did they get that much gold?
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense because every 20 or so games, I get stomped by another support, and I'm like, you played so amazing.
Yeah. So
So,
you would definitely want to go and check them out and see what
ooh.
they did, because that's how you're gonna learn. You're not gonna learn from PPD or Selection Slacks or any of those people, because they're way
Yeah.
too high in skill right now. What they do or what they tell you to do, it's not gonna make sense to you. And it might not even work in your bracket. To be very honest, it might
Yeah.
even be a waste of time. So, first things first. This item, Windlace,
Windlace. Yeah.
is a core for every single support this meta.
Okay.
You don't even need boots now till, I don't know, 10 minutes in or whatever. You just the first thing you do as soon as you come inside this realm is you right click this and buy the Windlace,
Hmm.
and that is, what is it, 235? Sorry, 235 gold.
Okay.
And obviously you're gonna buy a courier because nobody
Of
else
course.
is. You're gonna buy one set of tangos, so that's 125. You got 460 gold. Now, what else are you gonna buy?
Clarity's really
Clarity.
nice.
Yeah, definitely clarity on
Venge.
Benji.
She's got such a poor. They just nerfed her starting int.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs it. Poor baby.
So now you've got 150, 105 gold. Sorry, 115 gold left over. Um, that's gonna be
Branches?
one. No, you still haven't bought boards.
Oh yeah, wards definitely.
So one word and see if you can squeeze in. No, you can't. So minus 65. So 575, and you've got one word. Hopefully somebody else is gonna buy the word. Another word.
Uh huh.
If they don't, then 625. You got 50. So keep that 50 within your inventory. Sorry, within your just hold on to that 50. As
Okay.
soon as you get 65, just buy it, leave it in base. Don't need to get it through the courier. Just buy it. The reason why you buy it as soon as possible is because you never know when the next chance you're gonna get to buy it.
Yeah.
Either that, or hopefully somebody else is gonna buy this. Hopefully, if somebody else does buy this, yeah, probably not. Probably not. Ask the Beastmaster. Say you're gonna need a ward. Just buy it and put it here.
Uh-huh.
Just tell him. Maybe he buys it. If he does buy it, grab a TP.
Okay.
You're gonna need a TP for a TP reaction. I don't know if you do that in the game or not, but you're gonna need it.
I've been trying. I think the last 10 games, someone gave me the advice that I should stop TPing the lane as much so that I can have TPs to go out. I've been trying to do that and last hit a little bit more. Like, I noticed my average last hits was really sad when I looked at the little graph they give.
As a
So,
support, you don't really need that many last hits. And as bench, if you in this bracket, your body is the best thing you can throw at people. If you TP in, if somebody's going on your mid and you TP in, this is something that's going to be rare in your bracket. That a support actually TPs in to help another lane. They're not going to be expecting it, and even if they're expecting it, it's a huge deal.
yeah.
If you manage to kill their mid, or if you manage to save your mid, or if you manage to kill one support, or whatever it is, um, it's going to be a big save for your mid. Your mid might be even so low that he has to go back to base, and then you can actually lead
Get
him.
those EXP,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So TP is, if you don't buy TP now, then the first 50 gold that you get, you go over here and you get that TP.
Okay. I
So
can do that.
that's the first item you're gonna buy as a support. Doesn't matter which support it is. I mean, apart from maybe silencer if you ever play that as support, but any stun support or dazzle
Mm.
saving support or something like that, you buy a TP
Okay.
immediately first thing.
I can do that.
Okay, so we're gonna skip this because where you go doesn't matter that much because nobody's actually gonna come and gank you or anything like that. So let's see where you put the ward.
Oh, I think I usually place the ward at 2 or 3 minutes because I'm trying to conserve how much wards I tend to put it like to make. I think I don't remember what I did in this match, but I tend to place it like at 2-ish minutes because I never see ganks before that,
Yeah.
and it's
Well,
just
I
and
would
it,
even 2 minutes is not that big a deal. I think what you we'll get to that when the time comes. First thing
yeah.
is you saw the Lina coming. You should be aware. Right now, you don't care about this. Your eyes shouldn't be here. Your eyes should be here.
Okay.
Because this is where you spot everything. You should see. You should click on the Lina right now and see
Hmm.
what she's doing because she's in vision. She obviously coming to place ward. And if you had been looking at her. Let me just.
Oh yeah, she placed a ward. Okay.
Yeah, she placed a ward, and
So it's gonna suck for Viper.
well, it's not that big a deal for Viper. I know you're being kind of extroverted, but you have to be introverted. So what you actually should be caring about is you actually know where the observer is placed. So after your first item TP, you buy a pair of sentries with your second with as soon as you get 200 gold. You buy a sentries, you go over here, you deward this, not to give Viper a better lane as much as to get the 100 gold and the experience. Because
Wait,
the experience is
dewarding gives experience?
yeah, yeah. The warding award gives you experience.
Oh
I
wow.
think it's 100 experience as well.
This
Oh
ain't
wow.
no
Yeah.
snowball fight.
So it's quite a big deal, and it's 100 gold as well. So with one sentry, you buy a sentry for 100 gold each, and you deward it an
Yeah.
observer ward for 100 gold. So you get your money back, and you get kind of experience for it. So that's really really good.
Okay.
Just like click on whoever you see. It's your job to click on that person and see what they have. It doesn't matter where on the map, even if it's on this side. If it's like, let's say, let's see. Okay, so you see this guy has only got one set of tangos. So you just tell these guys,
Harass him.
he's only got 3 tangos. He doesn't have any, what do you call it, salves. So
Salves.
if you just harass him, he's actually gonna have to go back to lane base, or he's gonna be like standing back and be zoned out. So, and as soon as you see this guy, you should have clicked on him as well and see that he's got shitloads. He's like a bloody pro player right here. He's got a salve, he's got a fairy fire, he's got tangos, he's gonna have lots of reactive armor. So there's absolutely nothing you can do to him.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
literally, you're not gonna be able to, unless he really messes up. You're not gonna be able to kill him. So if I was you, I would have, as soon as I clicked him, he's a melee. Anti-mage is melee. So this is something that comes from experience. They don't. Neither of them have kill potential on each other. Even you two together don't have kill potential on him because he's got his chain to jump away. So you can't even zone him out because in a 1v1 battle with him, like if you're right clicking him, you've got what, 48 damage. He's got more damage than you, and on top of that, he's gonna have reactive armor. Well, I don't know why he has chain level 1, but he's gonna have reactive armor by level 2 at the very least. So you're never gonna win a 1v1 battle with him. So you recognize that, and what you do is you don't need to babysit anti-mage anymore.
Okay.
Right there and then, you know that there is absolutely nothing for you to do in this lane. He's gonna get his experience. He's gonna get his levels. You can't zone him. You can't kill him. So what you choose to do is you can do one of two things. And let's see what you do choose.
I'm gonna go stack the safe camp so that he can't
I'm looking at the
contest
wrong
it
person.
when I pull, I think. 'Cause I-
That's in
My
this
thanks.
bracket. I suppose that's okay. Do you know how to pull through this camp?
A lot of them, yes. I know some of the camp types I have worse times with. But
Types?
usually, like, you know how this one has, like, so you have the healing trolls, and then you have, like, the
Yeah.
blue goblin, you have
Oh,
the
right,
ice
right,
ghost.
right,
Some of
right.
them I have more trouble knowing when to pull them over.
That's
but
just
most,
experience. That's
yeah.
just experience.
Mostly I started doing this because people would contest my pulls. And if I double stacked, they couldn't contest it very easily, and I had a better
Yeah.
chance of getting some gold.
Yeah, agreed. But you see what happened right here. You did deny the entire. So there's two purposes of pulling. One is obviously stacking and pulling either, or pulling through the. So okay. Couple of things. First off, one thing I noticed is that you put the point in magic missile pretty damn early.
Yeah.
So I assume you just skill magic missile every time when the game starts.
Yeah, basically.
I think you should wait till you need it.
Okay.
You definitely didn't need it in the rune contest. You can just keep it open, and as soon as you see, I need a stun, so you immediately skill it up and use the stun. It's not going to waste any of your time. But right here, you've not needed it so far. So right now, it would have been actually more beneficial, especially looking at of course, as you said, it takes some experience because these guys not these guys, these poison guys, they do a lot more damage. They kill your creeps a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually are not going to be able to clear this camp,
Camp.
this double camp. And if you had skilled Wave of Terror, you could have actually thrown out a Wave of Terror, killed
Mm-hmm.
this entire creep wave, and gotten your level 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you would have had the stun anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Second thing, why do we stack and pull? There's two purposes. Firstly is to deny this entire creep wave
Yes.
experience for this guy. The second point is for you to get as much experience from this double stack as possible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that.
And if I'm totally, if I'm completely honest, if I'm playing support, I don't even give a shit what this guy gets or not, because I'm more concerned about me, because I know I'm a better player than these guys, any of these guys, as Sir Action Slack said.
I was just thinking, I'm like, is he quoting Slacks? Because that sounds.
No, he's pretty much on point in that regard. So what I want to do is I want to get my levels as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So your main goal right here is to actually completely what do you call it, clear this creep camp, which you're not
Okay.
able to do.
Yeah, because I leveled up my stun.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you did deny the entire creep wave,
Yeah.
and you actually could have pulled this one as well. Uh, you could have pulled this one.
I didn't. I don't think I wanted to pull it because I usually notice carries suck at hitting under the towers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I spent
He's
like
actually
20.
not doing a bad job, to be honest. And
I s-
okay, so the other thing is you have to check the carry. Does he have a stout shield or not? If he
Yeah.
does, then okay, you can pull it. But if he doesn't have a stout shield, don't even bother pulling, because your carry is going to tilt and probably even go die to a creep wave or something like that.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to be able to tank the creeps, so he's not going to know how to deal with it. Or ask him if you're okay with asking him, like, can I pull creeps? Can you hit under tower, or do you know how to deal with it, or whatever.
Okay. And here I am harassing, I guess, and trying to deny stuff.
Okay, the second thing, runes. You keep an eye out. You've got lots of time as the support, so you got to keep your eye out on the rune timer. So you see that this guy's almost dead. Either if I was you, I would have pulled this onto this creep wave, so to clear out this camp.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not going to do that, if right now you've made up your mind not to do that, you should have actually walked up here to get the rune.
Okay.
If you get an invis rune, if you get a haste rune, you can actually go and kill Lina.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
know how much life Lina has. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much life she has. Even if you don't kill her, you can harass the shit out of her. And that's what you could have been doing. The other thing that you could have been doing is going in and helping out mid. If you stay in mid for like 2 minutes, just harassing Lina, keeping her back, because you can't do anything here, then you could have actually won the lane for mid easily.
Okay.
Let's see what we do next.
Double kill.
So far, you haven't made any mistakes, to be honest. Any big mistakes. That's just small things which are really. I mean, you're doing fine.
I thought we had kill potential. I remember he pinged.
You can't kill him.
Yeah, I thought we had kill potential. Or at minimum, he'd maybe leave. But since I didn't look at his inventory and see he had a ton of regen.
It's not only that. He didn't
Reactive
actually
armor.
need it. When I play as Timber, I never have this much regen in my. I'll maybe have one Pango and a Fairy Fire, but I won't have a Salve on top of that, or maybe just a Salve and a Fairy Fire, but never this much regen. You don't need this much regen, especially when he's putting double points in reactive armor. He's a big old pussy. He's just gonna have full health all the time. You're not gonna be able to do anything to him.
And then our wave was really pushed up, so I think that's why I was like.
Yeah, no, this is a good decision.
I remember
I think
thinking, oh god, this is the one with the catapult, so I need to like deny. I need to kill our creeps as fast as possible, otherwise this stupid catapult is gonna live.
You should be focusing on right clicking, last hitting this creep camp.
Yeah.
And now
I went way too late.
I mean you don't need to pull through right now. You should have gone to the rune again.
Okay.
And this is the time. So you haven't. I've actually completely forgot. You still have not placed your observer ward.
I haven't. Yeah.
So
I'll forget. I try and aim it. I try and get it by 2 minutes, but sometimes I'll just honestly forget.
I mean, what you can do with the observer ward is there's no point putting an observer ward here because obviously, as we mentioned, you can't kill this guy. Normally, if you think you have a chance to kill this guy, let me put the free cam on. The first thing you do is you just put the either kill the guy or zone him out. If you can zone the guy out, offlaner, or you can kill him, you put a ward here, around this area.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere really around this area, so you can keep an eye out on where the guy is on his movement. Otherwise, you could have actually put the ward, or you could have actually put the ward either here, or here, or
Oh, that's
here.
the one. That's the one I like. The
This
camp one.
This one. Yeah,
Yeah.
just so you can firstly keep an eye out on the rune, and the
Yeah.
second thing is so that you can see Lena rotating if she does rotate. And 4 minutes is when nighttime hits.
Yes.
And that means that you're going to have reduced vision. So this is roughly the time when you actually want to get another ward and put it in a favorable position. Sometimes if you walk up here and put the ward here, this is a really, really good ward, or even just place it here. And the reason why these two wards are really good is because you can actually see rotation, somebody TPing in onto this tower to kill you carry.
Okay, yeah, I actually have never noticed that spot somehow.
Yeah, it's you have to walk up here on this side of the over here on the side of the cliff, and then you have to put it on the very edge of this spot. If you click it on the center, your heroes actually going to start going in on this side. You actually have to stand here and put it just at the very tip of this corner edge of this cliff.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
And that might be good for Pudge this game, because Pudges like to hide out.
Yeah. I mean, this is a big thing you've done, and I think this is the one thing to focus on, especially playing support. Not so much for your carry, but more so for yourself. And if you keep vision, if you keep looking at the minimap, you can actually ping or tell your carry, dude, somebody's coming to
Gank
kill you, get back. Look, this guy's coming in, get back, or whatever. Make him aware. He's not going to be looking at the minimap, but you are, so.
So recently, I used to buy the flying courier at like 3 minutes or as soon as possible, but recently I got advice to buy boots and then buy flying courier.
Well, that's the thing. If you actually buy the wind lace, you don't need boots.
Because they give the same movement speed?
No, boots give you 45, wind lace gives you 20, but it's enough.
It's enough?
It's plenty. I mean, look at this guy right now. He's got 290. I know it shows your face, but it's actually this guy. This guy has 290 movement speed, and your anti-mage has no boots. He's got 315, and if you had a wind lace, you would have had 320. So you would have had more movement speed than anybody else on the map. And you don't need that much movement speed until like 7-8 minutes or whatever, whenever you can afford boots.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't have wind lace, then boots. I think even then, upgrading the courier before boots is important.
Okay.
But you would have had more money if you'd been last hitting these creeps.
Yeah.
Also, if you'd been going to the rune, you could have had a bounty rune. Or if you'd had an invis or a haste, you could have killed mid. So you would have had your money that way.
Okay, so it sounds like if I just do better mechanical stuff, I'll have more money, and it won't be as worrisome. Like, do I buy the flying courier?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's one way to solve the problem.
Also, I don't know why you're stacking this camp.
I think I was trying to pull it because I missed the other one, so I was like, yeah, that sometimes works.
Okay. There's an easier way. Let me see if you actually managed to pull it. Okay.
I did.
So you can actually eat this tree here. You actually eat this tree. This big tree. Don't eat this one because there's two tree seeds. So you eat this tree and then you pull this camp at 53. 52, 53. And it'll actually pull through.
Oh, okay.
It'll not only pull through, but it'll also stack.
Oh.
Yeah. So then you can actually throw in a wave of terror, and you're not
Money.
going to be able to clear it. But yeah, it's money. And you
Okay.
can ask your anti-mage to come in and
Chop it.
help you and help you clear it up and get more
Radiant's
money
middle
and
tower shouldn't
etc.
have to
etc. All
take
that
this
good stuff.
abuse.
Yeah. That's cool. More stacking and pulling, because...
So this creep camp actually kills your wave a lot faster. So you could have actually thrown in a wave of terror, and let's see if you can pull. Yeah, you pull. You're gonna pull a little late. Too late.
Yeah.
Actually, if you'd stood here, oh, okay, you pulled through. That's nice. Also, the creeps actually, you don't need to get this neutrals in range of your camp, in range of your creeps. You actually, so the creeps, your creeps have a 500 range aggro.
Yeah, I've kind of heard that explained.
So it's like for this, let's look at this range creep. 500 is roughly about this line.
Okay.
So what you need to do is you need to stand here while these creeps are aggroing you or hitting you. So that's actually how you managed to pull this camp as well, because you got these creeps in range. Sorry, the aggro in range basically. And if they're ranged creeps, then they can even be standing like the range creeps can be standing here, and all you need to do is stand here and get hit by one of the range creeps, and your creeps will follow.
Oh, I thought it was a vision thing.
No, it's not a vision thing. It's aggro. It's if somebody's attacking you, your creeps will attack them. But there has to be in like these creeps have to be sorry, you have to be in the aggro range of these creeps of your yeah.
Okay.
Here you could have actually thrown in a stun to get this guy down even more.
Dire's middle tower
It's,
isn't going
have
to
you got
last
a
long.
okay? You do yeah. Characters.
Yeah.
Once again,
My
it's
clarity
6
was a
minutes
bit
in.
ago. Yeah.
6 minutes in, you still have not placed any of the wards, and you have not gone in for the rune. What the hell was that?
I
That was
think
a bug.
replay bug.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, I don't think he ganked.
No.
Yeah, and he's all the yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Oh yeah. Highly.
Right. So again, Lina will come in, and you don't know because you did
I
not.
didn't put my stupid ward down.
Yeah.
Stunned
Let's
her.
see what happens then.
Waved of terror.
It's very nice. You guys definitely could have died here. And if Lina had actually come, let's see how. If Lina had actually come this way. Oh well, this guy didn't have any mana, so we don't know why Lina is here anyway. Because Lina needs your help. Is she level 6? She okay. Yeah, what an idiot. So she's level 6. She doesn't know that once she uses her spell combo, she's not gonna have enough mana. She does. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. She did have enough mana. 540. Okay, she had enough mana. Anti-mage. Alright. If she just seen that this guy didn't have any mana, she wouldn't have come in. Because this guy's having a fine lane. He's getting his levels. He's getting his mana. He's getting his farm.
Yeah. So here's a game where I actually used a salve on myself, because I think I wanted to go ward next. Oh, I just bought wards because we killed Lina, and I was like, money, ward money. And I guess I wanted to help Puck, so ward for Puck.
This ward doesn't help Puck that much. I think if you put the ward here, because keep in mind the supports are on this side of the map.
Okay.
So if they do come, they're gonna come from this side, not this side.
Okay.
They're gonna rotate from this side. So if you put the ward, let me go through time again. If you put the ward here, what you will be able to see is the supports TPing in, the supports coming in on from this side, or this side, or this side, or the river. Obviously, you're not gonna see them coming in from this side. That takes care of most of the areas. And then, of course, if you put it here, right, you put 3 wards, and all 3 of these wards are okay, except this one. But if you put the ward here, then this one is fine. I mean, that's fine. I don't want to go too much in detail into this. Okay, so let's go into detail. this ward you should have put here.
Okay, I can do that.
This ward you should have actually put it around this area.
Yeah,
Whose ward
yeah.
is this? Is this your ward?
No, that's. I think someone else placed that one.
No, as in, is it your ward from your team, or is it? Because I can't actually see if it's a radiant ward or
I.
budges here.
I
Okay, it is your ward.
I want to say it was ours.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a red ward. So that's fine. You actually didn't need to place this ward.
Really?
Yeah. You could have actually saved this ward. But what you're seeing right now, what you're seeing right now is anybody coming in or up or down from here. Anybody coming up or down on the river from here. Let's free cam again. If you put the ward here or here, you see anybody moving in or around this area. And then you've got a ward here, which actually keeps track of Pudge. So as soon as you don't see Pudge, you should be telling your people that, guys, Pudge is missing. And you obviously know that he's not here, he's not here, he's not here. So there's either one or two places he can be. He can be either here, or he can be around this area, or moving in up from here. So you can't obviously ward up the entire map. You have to see the places where you do have vision, and then say, obviously, the enemy is where I don't have vision.
And I think I'm running back because Timber's the creeps near the tower. So I'm like, maybe we can kill him because he has to run far.
You can't kill Timber. not unless he screws up. Also, you can potentially kill Timber if Anti-Mage has level 2 levels in his ult. Because even with 1 level in an ult, you can't really kill him. Okay. Another way you could have killed him, actually. Skill builds. You putting all the points in your mana, in your missile.
Yes. And then some also in Wave of Terror.
Yeah, and some in Wave of Terror, but no points in Vengeance Aura. Why is that?
At my MMR, I've noticed when I get Vengeance Aura, the wave pushes a lot more.
But you're never there. You shouldn't be there.
Oh.
You shouldn't be near your wave anyway.
Yeah.
You're actually pulling and stuff.
Okay.
So you can actually put points in Vengeance Aura, and that's actually it helps you not with this guy, but it helps you farm. What the hell is this skill build? It helps you farm the jungle camps a lot better.
And, get that money.
Yeah, and it helps you when you do gank because Venji is extremely good ganker.
Yes.
And if you'd had a smoke, and if you'd got, again, comes down to the rune. In fact, if you put a ward around here, you would have seen maybe Lina going towards the rune. And you tell your puck, oh look, Lina's going to the rune. You stand here. As soon as Lina comes close, your puck is there. You throw the missile down to Lina. Now you've got the puck. Puck has a huge amount of base damage. See, and then on top of that, your aura amplifies base damage.
Yes.
Not the green damage, white damage. It amplifies. So
I'm sorry, the green, not the white. What is that?
Okay, so you see Anti-Mage right now.
Yes.
There's 2 damages. There's 68 plus 28.
Yeah.
Right, the 28 damage.
Oh, okay, I got you now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the base damage, not damage added on by items.
By items, exactly.
Okay.
So that's why Venji is extremely good with heroes with a high base damage like Morphling, like Tiny. And if you ever lane with a Tiny or Morphling or Treant or I don't know, just check whoever has the high base, like Strength.
Shadow Shaman's pretty good. I know Shadow Shaman for support has really great damage. Or I feel like he does.
Yeah, that's for dual support. When are you going to get dual support in your MMR?
I try and get people to tri-lane all the time. I think it's so fun.
I mean, it's in your bracket, it's better to go jungle than tri-lane.
Okay.
So anyway, so just look out for a high base damage. And then you just max out your aura. You actually put 1 point in each of these, and then you max out your aura. And that's just going to destroy the lane.
Okay.
Anyway, So we were talking about what you could have done. So
Uh-huh.
if you'd had 1 point in missile, 1 point in this, 1 point in terror, and then you go and gank Lina with a smoke maybe, or if you're coming to rune without a smoke with just one ward,
Mm.
I mean that's a free kill on mid, and you put your mid in a very favorable position and everything, all that good
Okay.
stuff. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, also you you never clicked on Timber. I saw you
Dire's
never
middle
clicked on
tower
Timber.
is
Yep.
So what you
I'm,
could have, if you had clicked on Timber, you would have seen that he's regioning at 25 regen per second.
yeah, and
So
this is stupid waste of time.
it's a waste of time. Doing anything up
Click
here
more.
is a waste of time. Let anti-mage deal with them. Let anti-mage farm because he can't kill anti-mage either.
Hmm.
So neither of them can kill each other.
And
And
since they're both melee, anti-mage should get decent farm, I
yeah,
guess.
anti-mage plus anti-mage is gonna keep burning his mana, so it's like whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
Uh, I
I
mean,
need to click
anti-mage is
heroes
gonna
more.
anti-mage is gonna have some hard time actually. It's not gonna be easy for anti-mage, but it's not like he's gonna be able to kill anti-mage or harass him out of the lane or anything like that. I mean, they're both gonna get harmed.
Okay.
Also, where is your ward here? So your ward actually expired,
Yes.
so that's why you actually didn't see Lina coming. No, you did. Ward didn't expire. Hold on, let's see. See you didn't actually see Lina picking up the invis route.
I am not paying
And
attention to
one
my.
of the biggest reasons is because you're not actually keeping an eye out on the timer. Because if you had been, you actually right here, you wouldn't
Uh-huh.
have gone top anyway. You actually
Yeah.
would have gone here to the rune. You would have denied Lina a rune to
Okay.
refill her bottle. For mids, the most mids will rely on the runes
That
to refill
bottle.
their bottles to
Yeah.
keep spamming their spells to keep farming. And Lina, Zeus, all these, even Puck, all these
Dire's
heroes, they
middle
rely
tower is
heavily on the
under
rune. You
attack.
actually could have. Let me show you what you actually would have accomplished here. Uh, 46. You're walking up here anyway. If you'd gone here, you would have had the rune. Right now, you would
Dire's
have
middle
had the rune.
tower
Lina's
isn't
not
going
even
to last
close
long.
by. So
Yeah.
you've got the invis rune now. Now you wait right here in mid, standing next to Lina, waiting for your puck to come in, throw
Someone
down
better
her
help
ult
Dire's
if
middle
she
tower.
actually used it down here. But you could have just waited for puck to come in, and you could have maybe killed Lina, maybe harassed her out of the lane, whatever. It's pressure. You could have put pressure on. Instead, you ended up dying because of that. That was actually, I would say, that was something that you could have done, avoided. It's almost like it's almost your mistake.
Yeah, it definitely was me.
Tower shouldn't have
Okay.
So,
this
so
abuse.
there's two things um, we've narrowed down as big mistakes. One is timing, and
Yeah.
mostly rune timing, and the other one is wards. Placing
Okay.
wards. Think with wards, even at 4K, 5K, you'll see people just putting wards in places, random places. Like it's fine getting vision, but you want vision where you know stuff is
Dire's
happening.
bottom tower
Nothing is
is under
happening here.
attack.
You can actually keep one ward top in this game. You can keep one ward here. Always have one
Uh-huh.
ward here. The reason why you want one ward here is to see Pudge coming. Pudge is gonna TP in here and then come to gank, come to kill anti-mage. So you just keep one ward here, and then you can focus your ward placement one mid to
Uh-huh.
see Lina's movements, and then the rest of the wards here. Actually, you could have just stayed bot as well. The entire game. You didn't even need to be with anti-mage. You could
Because
have
we
just
couldn't have killed them.
no.
So
There's nothing you can do there.
yeah.
So you can either start jungling, which is like pulling creeps. That's also almost jungling because you're not putting anything in lane.
Uh-huh.
Jungle, pull creeps constantly, take the rune, pull creeps, take the rune. Yeah, that's jungling. Or you could have just put yourself down here, done a tri lane, aggressive tri lane, and just harass their carry and like put some vision here. Make sure Pudge doesn't get anything. I don't know how many kills Pudge did get, so 2 kills, 3 deaths. I don't know. We didn't focus on bot lane, but point being that you could have used your time much more effectively
Okay.
and your ward placement. So, but
Yeah.
just think
How's
about
that
where.
word I just placed? That's one of my
Which one?
favorite.
I didn't actually
That
notice.
one. It's a little more down, kind of near the trees in the tower. I'm about to place it, I think, again. Yes.
Right. So this word it would have been perfect if time was like 2 minutes or 0 minutes. But right now, you guys are actually you don't care about this vision here. You care about vision here
Uh huh.
because you're pushing the tower. You want to know if somebody's coming in from here, if somebody's waiting here, if somebody's TPing in here. So what you should have done is I know this guy is not gonna let you do that, but you should have found a way to put a ward here.
Okay.
So you stand in the tree line and put a ward here. What that does is allows you to see if somebody's TPing in, if somebody's waiting here, and the only thing that you don't know then is if anybody's here. But then you can always ask Beastmaster to put a ward, to put his paw here if he's ever gonna do that.
Okay.
But otherwise, this sword it's nice, but it's nice only if your people here are going to stay here farming, not pushing the tower.
It's not effective because it's not good enough because we only have 4 wards basically.
No, it's good enough for farming. It's not good enough for taking the tower.
Okay.
See? So if your guys are standing here farming, if for the next 4 minutes you don't take the tower, and you're not planning on taking the tower right now, this ward is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a great ward then.
Okay.
Because what it allows you to do is farm here safely. But right now, you're 3 people down here. You've got a bloody Beastmaster with this. I hope he's got 0 points in. Yeah, he's a good. Well, it's fine. So it's fine.
Where
No,
would
it's
I put
good.
a
It's
word
good.
for ganking? So if we want to, I get where if I want to put for farming, for pushing the tower, which of those 2 spots for ganking?
What do you mean ganking?
They're
If
beating
you
on
want to
Dyer's
gank,
top
Yeah, I
tower.
want to go in and help them kill
well,
someone.
you can't really gank if they've got vision of you guys.
Radiant have
You know?
fortified their structures.
So
Are those cracks in
that
Dyer's top tower?
gank is when you surprise them, right? But they
I
know.
I always thought ganking just means you go and kill
Dyer's
someone.
top tower is under attack.
That's like putting pressure, kind. Because like if they see 4 of you down up here, like 3 of you up here, they know you're
Are
there,
those
so it's not really
cracks in
ganking, is
Dyer's
it?
top tower?
You know what I mean?
Yes, I guess I do now. I'll change my definition then, because I think I had the word ganking wrong.
No, this is pushing. If you've got 3 people, everybody sees you 3 are down
Yeah.
here. You're like
Dyer's middle
pushing the
tower
lane,
is
so that's
falling.
pushing. That's not ganking.
Yeah.
Gank would be if you
Dyer's top
TP'd
tower
in
is under
here,
attack.
smoked,
Smoked.
and then
Okay.
gone in.
Radiant's bottom
Even then, this
tower
ward
is
would have been
under
fine
attack.
for ganking.
Okay, cool.
If you guys were gonna gank, but obviously you need a smoke for that because you're actually showing yourselves next to
Are
the
those
keep wave.
cracks in Dyer's
Also,
I
they've
wanted
got
to
a ward
deny
here.
the tower, I think, when I
Dyer's middle
TP'd.
tower-
I don't know why I did that anymore.
I actually forgot to see when you bought the TP, to be honest, because we were
They're beating
focusing
on
on vision
Dyer's
and
top
stuff.
tower.
I want to
Let's see what
say when I TP'd down here, didn't I? I don't know now.
These
I
radiant
think you
fortified their
walked up.
structures.
I don't know. I don't.
If I
Dyer's
walked
top
up, then
tower
this
is
is the
under
game
attack.
where I wanted to push the tower, and then I went, wait, no, I already have it, and I.
You guys definitely should have pushed the tower because you. Okay, so you have not leveled
No
up
vengeance aura. Yeah.
The Vengeance Aura obviously is big. He's got his aura, you've got your aura. That's a big thing for pushing towers, and that's also why you should have leveled up these 2. So why Why did you level up Magic Missile?
It stuns them for longer, and if they can't move, they are more likely to die.
Yeah, but look at the stun duration between level 1 and level 4. It's 1.2 seconds at level 1, and it's only a 0.6 increase, 0.6 seconds increase to level 4.
The damage goes up, I guess, and the stun duration or the refresh goes down.
So the damage is a nuke, right?
Yeah.
The duration doesn't go up that much. It's just 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And the stun duration is not that much at all. It's
Okay.
0.6 seconds. You're not going to get anything done in 0.6 seconds. In fact, if you put 4 points in this, you're getting you're getting, instead of 30 damage, you're getting 90 damage. So that's 1 right click. Right? Sorry. So in that 0.6 seconds, you're going to get 1 extra right click, right?
Okay.
So if you actually level this up max, you're actually doing more damage than 1 right click, but also you're reducing their armor by 6. So each right click you do in that 1.2 seconds is doing a shit ton more damage.
Okay.
So leveling up these 2 compared to just the stun duration and the time is better to level up these 2. But obviously the damage goes up as well, significantly.
Yeah.
So what you want to see is, can we nuke someone?
Okay.
Is there somebody who has low health, who within those 1.8 seconds, can we nuke them to death?
Lena?
You can't. Yeah, Lena you can, but you're not going into gank her. You
Yeah.
haven't done that at all. So you're really focusing on this guy. So to focus this guy, you didn't have to put more than 1 point here.
Okay.
So what you could have done is you could have put 1 point here, could have put 2 points here and 2 points here,
Okay, I can do
or
that.
whatever combination of these two, depending on how much farming you're doing, how much jungle farming.
Yeah.
So I think what I would have done this game is I would have put 2 points, 1 point here and 2 points on each of these,
Okay.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
so that you can also have some pushing potential when it comes down to it, because you've got a Beastmaster.
Are those
I mean, what you've done isn't that big a deal. Isn't a big mistake.
Dire's middle tower has
It's a different way of playing, but you should recognize
Dire's top
that
tower
what
is
it
under
does
attack.
let you accomplish is nuke someone.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah.
So you
tower
should be
is
focused. If you do go for this build, then you should be nuking people. You should be going for a target who's easy to kill, easy to nuke down. So that's a troll, that's a Lina. Even if you can find this guy. Ah, okay.
Dire's
I see
top
what you
tower
wanted to
has
do.
fallen.
I was
Could you not
I think
have? See, you could have actually done that if you'd actually
Dire's
if you'd
top
actually
tower
glyphed
is under attack.
right here. If you'd glyphed,
Oh.
Dire's top
Okay,
tower
yeah,
is
and then the tower
gone.
would have.
Just a
Yeah.
cold fog left
you might have
behind.
had a chance,
Okay.
but it's not a bad move. It's fine.
I think
And you
I think
actually,
they're still going for it.
your team is your team was actually coming in. So right here would have been a really great opportunity for you to bait this guy.
Uh-huh.
Because Puck is coming, Anti-Mage is coming, even Viper is coming for some reason. But you could have actually taken this opportunity to just man up and fight this guy
Uh-huh.
and bait him.
Uh-huh.
And if you click him, you can see how much mana he has. He has no mana, he can't kill you because he can't
Yeah.
nuke you or anything. So you could have definitely killed this guy right here.
I'm hearing a lot of if you would have clicked him, so that seems to be
Yeah,
a really big thing for me.
That we established that in the beginning, that you have to see what people are getting every time you get a chance. You're walking from one place to the other. Just click on whoever you have vision
Dire's
of.
bottom tower
I think he
is
gets
See.
away. Oh god, I think he gets away. I can't remember, but
If he gets away, then you actually that's a huge. You got 4-man rotation down to kill one. Oh wow.
yeah. And I walked into a ultimate. And I think I die. Pretty sure I die. We dragged this out so long, they came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is something you will see throughout all the way up to 5K. Really, chasing. Don't chase people. If a person is if a person is running, don't chase him. If you can't lock him down, don't chase him. There's gonna be another if. If you had actually, baited him into coming over here, then Puck would have gotten here earlier. When did you use your stun? I think you used.
I used it when I came into the tower.
But you have another stun, so you used that one as well. Oh, okay. You threw a wave of terror down.
Yeah, so now
that was
Dire's
a
top
mistake.
tower has fallen.
I know that wasn't a mistake.
I
'Cause
thought
you still
because
got,
yeah, I
you still
thought
got one charges.
I also thought that the wave of terror with the I shouldn't if I wanted to throw the wave of terror so that they came and would hurt, but I did it too early. I think. Yes.
Yeah, you should have used the wave of terror after they'd started hitting him, or as soon as Anti-Mage blinked, and you should have just manned up and started fighting him. Not used any of your abilities, because even if you don't click him, obviously he can't just nuke you down. It's not a lion or something, right? So you guys would have been here, and that way TP reaction and everything. I mean,
Yeah, and I used my wand to get another wave off because I was like, I think they can do it.
yeah, this guy totally outplayed.
Oh, and he
you all.
salved up finally.
Yeah, he salved up as well. So the guy totally outplayed you guys. And also, it's like the carry's fault for chasing him all the way here, even when they have tier 1 up. The reason why tier 1 is such a big deal is because like this guy was way outside his side of the map, right? But because the tier 1 is still up, he manages to walk all the way up here, and by that time somebody TPs here and walks all the way up here as well. So that was a misplay on your carry's part and on your part as well. Okay, more boards. Right now your map is black. It should never be like that. unless they're dewarding your wards, it should never be. You should have at least one ward where your carry wants to be farming. And anti-mage, I don't know what he has right now. So he's got a battle fury. He wants to be farming jungle. So you want to protect his jungle farm. This is a great ward for that. You can almost put 2 wards for him. 1 ward again around this region, around here, the same area where I told you, so that you can see if somebody's coming in from this side, from this lane, and 1 ward here to see if somebody's coming from this lane, just so you can protect anti-mage's farm in the jungle. You still there?
I am. I. Sorry. Yeah, I was just trying to say. Yes.
Okay.
Like, yes, I understand. Yes, I remember this. I wanted to ward that spot, and I died.
I mean, as I said, the map is black. You don't see anybody, so this is a risky play. It's not a big mistake. Let's be honest. It's like it could have not been here.
Yeah.
So, it's fine. I mean, what you've done right now is you're a support, and you've just let yourself be killed to give vision of their entire team. And what that does is you've actually died instead of the Puck, because Puck would have died here if they'd actually come all the way. Because Puck was definitely farming here, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Puck was farming here.
So they were going for him, and I walked into the gank. So
you've actually saved your mid laners, your core's life. So I think you've actually done more by dying there than you would have and not dying there. So yeah, definitely a good thing.
Accidental good things. Yeah. Cool.
Obviously, if you'd had a ward there, you wouldn't have had to be the ward.
I wouldn't have to die, and then Puck could have just been like...
You wouldn't have had to be the ward, you know, because you were a walking ward at that time.
Yes.
So, I mean, this is a good point to end the game, because...
Because I've made so many mistakes at this point.
No. Not because you've made a lot of mistakes, but because whenever I coach somebody in the sub 4K, I usually just focus on the first 10 minutes, because I think in the first 10 minutes, whether you're a support or you're carry or you're offlaner, doesn't matter what you are, if you fix your first 10 minutes, the rest of the game actually follows suit. Right now, whatever you've done so far, you've enabled your team to win the game. And based off of Anti-Mage's farm right now, I think you guys should have won this game. I don't know what happens. If you don't win this game, then it's most likely Anti-Mage's fault.
Okay, I was wondering about that, because I wanted to... I picked this replay because I felt like I did good for my skill level. Because I remember when I died, I thought Anti-Mage went, it's okay, I have Battle Fury. And in my head I went, we can do this.
Let me... This is going to be harsh.
Right? Oh, good, please. Yes, please.
You've actually had very little impact on the game, apart from this one time that you died here.
Oh, okay.
That was the first biggest impact that you've had in the game, because you actually didn't help Anti-Mage get that farm. Because he would have, whether you were there or you weren't there, Anti-Mage would have had roughly the same. Maybe if you'd been harassing this guy a little bit more, maybe he would have had his Battle Fury half a minute earlier. Maybe not. But he got his Battle Fury on his own accord.
Okay.
So your presence there.
So he picked up the game and then he threw it, is what you're kind of saying.
I don't know what happens in the late game. I can go and see, but your job as a support, being in the top lane, there's 2 things you should be doing. 1, making sure that the enemy offlaner doesn't get farm or experience. 2, making sure your carry gets... Sorry, let me say that. 1 is that your carry gets maximum amount of farm, the best life he possibly can in the first 6 to 10 minutes. That's the first thing. That's your top priority.
Yes.
And the second thing is that the offlaner doesn't get any farm and any experience. You weren't able to... It was almost impossible to... It was impossible to zone out this guy. You're not going to be able to do that. And the number 1 point, Anti-Mage is going to get his farm and farm anyway against this guy. So what you could have been doing is you could have actually been helping other lanes. You could have used your presence in other lanes to help other lanes out. So that's why I say you had minimum impact, because all you really accomplished in the top lane, you didn't put the wards down to see Lina ganking, You didn't gank Lina, you didn't take Lina's runes. All you did is you denied a couple of experience waves, and that's all you did.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
So that you want to maximize your effectiveness in the game. It doesn't matter if you die. If you die for the right reasons, that's fine. If you've gone down mid and you'd have died and killed Lina as well, that's fine. Or even if you just gone down mid and harassed Lina a lot, harassed Lina so much that she misses 10 last hits, right? If she misses 10 last hits and kills you, she gets 200 gold for you, but she missed out 400 gold from the last hits.
Okay.
And not only that, but she also gets 1 kill, which if she gets 1 kill, she gets slightly higher in net worth. And she also starts going on this kill streak so that when you guys do eventually kill her, by the way, she didn't get that much gold from killing you as she could have from Lacerate. So she's not richer, but when you do kill her, you get more comeback gold.
Yeah.
You see,
So how do you avoid that feeling of, oh, I'm dying if you're being, because I feel like if I did that, I feel like I would feel bad because I like just died a bunch and my team is, I guess then I mute my team, huh?
if your team starts saying that thing to you, the things to you, hold on. Melt. Let me show you a video. Just watch this video on your own, actually. That's a
Dude,
great
I might
game.
be an expert commentator.
Long time ago. Let's see. Do you know who Melk is?
No, I don't follow the pro scene super much.
Okay. Okay, okay.
I like what's Navi's hard support? Soniko. I know who he
Neko.
is.
Yeah, he's a great support. I mean, this is. Where can you see the kills?
Oh God, Venom. This is old. Venomancer is a banana.
Yeah, it's a really ugly banana. Where can you?
Organic banana.
Bloody hell! I can't see the kill score. Anyway, so this is a professional game from 2012, and Melk is he's a very famous pro player. He used to be a pro player, and in this game, his kill score, his KDA was actually 0-20.
Oh.
And they won the game.
Yeah.
So it's called a Melk Award, because you that's a support, that's like the extreme support where all you've done in the whole game is just die. But you've accomplished so much that your dying doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Is my is the rest of my build okay? Like
your build was fine.
I mean the later build. Like what is it? I get Blyst. I get boots. I eventually upgrade the boots to power treads. I get the Blightstone, and then I usually go for like a force staff.
I mean, again, going for Blightstone, what you're doing with the Blightstone is reducing the enemy's
armor.
Armor?
Yeah.
You've maxed out your magic missile, so you're actually going for nuke, not right click damage.
Oh, so if I want to do that, I definitely need more work.
Exactly.
Okay.
What you want to be assessing at the start of the game, there's never ever go into a game and just know from the get-go how you're going to skill and what items you're going to get. Because it has to, if you want to gain skill, you have to think before you put 1 point in anything.
Okay.
Right. So if you want to nuke people, if there's somebody who you can nuke right away, then you max this out. You don't need to get this Lightstone and stuff. You can get something else. I don't know, depending on what the hero is going to be. But if you're actually going for this, what's it called? What are you making? Sorry. What's it called?
I usually depending on how I go, if it's going well enough, I tend to try and go for a Deso after an Ags. But if it's going poorly, I tend to get a medallion.
Medallion, right? Yeah. So if you're going for a medallion, then you should obviously be putting more points in these because you're going for a maximum armor reduction. So you want to definitely be putting more points in these two.
Huh, that makes a ton of sense actually. This is like my most played hero too, like recently. It's funny.
I played a shit ton of Zeus all my life, and only last year did I find out that I was doing something incredibly wrong. I mean, I was winning games. Don't get me wrong. I was destroying enemy people, but I was actually doing something incredibly wrong.
Like
Uh,
it's metaphorically beating someone to death with a gun, right?
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you're not
Absolutely.
you're
Yeah,
not you're clearly okay. You won, but
yeah.
did you
Absolutely.
really?
Absolutely. That's exactly what it means.
Because I feel like when with your comments, that's what I've been doing. Is I've been if Venge is a
attack.
metaphorical gun, I've just been beating people to death with
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I mean, that's what I meant. Like, the best thing you can do is throw your body because you're probably gonna have the wrong skill build and the wrong item. So the best thing you can do is just be there.
Uh huh.
And this is the next thing. Like, be there. You're not there with
Yeah.
your team. Your job is to be with your core,
Okay.
with your team. Um, you've got a Beastmaster. You've got Venji. You should have maxed out your aura just because you have a Beastmaster. You should have maxed out your aura and pushed towers. You guys have you guys have an amazing pushing lineup right now. You've got
Really?
Viper. Yeah. Viper is an amazing pushing hero. Puck is a great pushing hero. You and Beastmaster combined, amazingly good
Wait.
pushing hero.
I get how Viper's a pushing hero because his venom works better the more hit points that are lost, and
Yeah. Also, he
Beastmaster makes
goes
sense. How the heck is Puck a
because
pusher?
he clears out the wave with just these two. He
Oh.
clears out the wave, and as soon as somebody comes in to defend, throw down Dream Coil, kill that person.
Oh.
Uh, Based on this lineup, if this was a 4K, 5K lineup, you guys had absolutely no chance of losing. The reason why you had no chance of losing is because the way this should have worked is that anti-mage should have been farming the jungle till 30 minutes. Farming. Just not the jungle, like the map, wherever he can find the farm. He should
Mm-hmm.
have been farming till 30 minutes. Your Viper should have gone mech.
Uh-huh.
Your Puck, oh my god, what the hell is he building? He should have gone Blink or Veil,
Mm-hmm.
or even Dagon level 1. You should have maxed out this Vengeance Aura.
Uh-huh.
Beastmaster has the perfect skill. Beastmaster is this is actually perfect. Apart from even Wild Axe is level 1 at earlier on, that's fine. Um, and then you guys actually go and start pushing towers.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why you want to go push towers is because you're actually going to be focusing the entire enemy team onto yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you guys are dying, like even if 4 of you die and 3 of them die, or 3 of you die and 2, even if it's an uneven death advantage on their side, um, your anti-mage is farming. You're making space.
Yeah.
It's space created, and there's no way you guys are gonna die either, because you guys have a Necronomicon, you guys have Beastmaster, you guys have Venji. You guys are gonna take towers incredibly fast. You remember at 14 minutes in when you went bot,
Yes.
you
Yes.
should have taken this tower, and then you could have actually gone and taken Roshan. Even if you don't take Roshan, you could have gone mid and taken mid tower and gone Roshan then, or taken this tower. Like, you guys keep taking tower while your anti mage farms.
Uh-huh.
Even if you guys are dying, even if you guys are dying every single tower fight, your anti mage is farming the whole time, and they don't have anything right now to be able to match up the anti mage when he's 4-5 slotted.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so this is what you guys should have done. So let's just jump ahead and see what exactly happens. You guys take this thing. Let's go on 3 cam now. Oh, okay.
I
What the
remember
heck is
Enigma
it?
played. I felt like Enigma played really well because late game, he just got a refresher. We couldn't push and.
As I said, you want to focus on the first 10 minutes. Imagine if you'd actually, in the first 10 minutes, obviously I can't focus on what the other guys were doing because
Yeah.
I'm focusing on you and coaching you. But if you'd actually won the mid game, killed Lena at that time, you would have gone here, focused on the offlane, harassed the offlane or whatever, taking this tower. Then in the first 10 minutes, you would have accomplished so much that it would have been really hard for them to come back.
Yeah.
And Enigma was jungling the whole time, right?
Yeah.
So they've actually got a slight disadvantage in the sense that you guys would have been 3v2 in the offlane.
Mm-hmm.
So even if Enigma is farming, he's got one black hole every 2 minutes. So, and you are a counter pick to Enigma.
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to do is
Yeah.
just stand in the back line, wait for Enigma to come in and swap him. That's it. You've actually made Enigma zero the entire game. You've actually been playing 4v5 the entire game because of if you'd actually swapped Enigma out every time he uses black hole, which is 200 minutes. right? So
Yeah.
so that's what you should have been focusing on.
All right.
Dire's
Well, thank you
I
very
mean,
much.
I mean, obviously that's not something for you to focus on. As we said, you need to focus on only two things at the moment. Because you
Yes.
can't. It's not possible. Nobody can focus on like so many things in one go.
Yeah, it's Dota. It's like one of the most complex things I've ever seen,
Yeah, yeah.
which I think is why I like it. Just like I feel like it makes chess look simple.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for taking your time out. I
No
feel like I
worries.
really learned a lot, and I have some good notes on like warding and a cool starting build, and I'm gonna click on enemy heroes so much now
Yeah, definitely. That's a big
and
thing you should be doing.
contest those runes and try and be less of a babysitter all the time and more of a
Talking about babysitter, you're a support, right? So
Yeah.
another thing about support, especially if you've been watching Purge, support should be in the back lines, not front lines.
Mhm.
Even if you're a Venji, you've got a stun, but it's more of a reaction stun than a initiation stun. Your Beastmaster should be the one initiating. Your Puck should be the one initiating. You still need to stand in the back line and wait for Enigma. So you look
Yeah.
how far out you. In fact, you're one of the people who's in like the closest to Enigma. You should be the one furthest from Enigma. You're the one who has to interrupt his black hole.
Okay.
Puck
Yeah.
can do that as well, but I think he used his ult.